Set up the definite integral required to find the area of the region between x equals 2y and x equals 15 minus y squared by integrating over the y-axis. So notice they want us to do a dy integral. So that's really important that you, on all these ones, you notice if it's dx or dy. So dy, right, this is the x-axis here, this is the y-axis there. So dy is going up the y-axis. So let me put some rectangles in there. So basically like this. Oops, that was not so straight. Here we go. So we're adding up a bunch of rectangles. Oops, so mine are, maybe I should start from the line. All right, here we go. Those look better. So we're doing a bunch of rectangles. And we're going to add up all those rectangles, and that'll give us the area. Right? We want all this blue area by adding up all those rectangles. But for each, and why am I doing that way instead of going like this? Well, because that would be dx. That'd be going along the x-axis. They said do dy right here, right? dy. So each of these rectangles has, let's just grab one in particular. Let's just grab this guy right here. So this guy right here, he has a height of dy, right? That's his height, dy. So the a rectangle's area, each rectangle, each rectangle is height times width. That's how you find the area of a rectangle. One side times the other. Height times width. So the height of each of those rectangles is just going to be dy. So that's the height. Times, now what's the width? Let's make this a dot for times. What's the width? How wide is that rectangle? How far is it from this right side to this left side? I just added, huh? It's right till this is the right edge. This over here is the left edge. You want to know how wide something is? You take the right minus the left. So that's what we need. So each rectangle is going to be dy times, now what's the right and what's the left? Well, this curve on the right here, this is oops, the x is important there. This is x equals 15 minus y squared. So this point, the right edge is the x value. I should just write it right here. X equals 15 minus y squared. It's right there. So this right edge is 15 minus y squared. That's the right edge. What's this left edge over here? Right there. What's that left edge? Well, that's the other equation, x equals 2y. So that's going to be minus 2y. That's the x value on the right and the x value on the left. Well, the x equals 15 minus y squared and the x equals 2y. So there's each rectangle. There's the area of each rectangle. So we're going to add up now those rectangles. We're going to add up those rectangles from the bottom to the top. And I'm going to switch this around so it'll be 15 minus y squared minus 2y and put the dy at the back is all I'm doing. Right? Because that's how a rectangle normally looks. Now we just need the bottom and the top. How do we find the bottom and the top? Well, here's the bottom. Right there, we need the bottom y value. Bottom top, that's y values, right? Up, down, y values. And this right here, where this point is the top. Because we're gonna add up the rectangles from this bottom, this height, all the way up, 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 up to this top. So to find the bottom and the top, those are the 2 points of intersection. That's where these two graphs intersect each other. So then let's come down here. So to find the bottom and the top should be a piece of cake. So we're just going to take those two equations, set them equal to each other. 15 minus y squared and 2y. They are equal because they're equal where they intersect. So we have a y squared equation. You know how to solve those. step one, get a zero. Gotta get a zero on one side, so let's just jump this stuff all to the other side. So then we get 0 equals, that'll become a positive y squared plus 2y and a minus 15, right? When things jump to the other side, they switch their signs. Minus y squared becomes positive, 15 becomes negative. Now you can factor that. That'll save you some time. You can, if you're good at factoring, you can just go, look, what multiplies to be 15, 5 times 3. The sign in the middle, they have to add to be 2, add or subtract. So it's going to be the sign in the middle goes to the bigger one every time. That's going to be plus 5 minus 3. That'll make plus 2 in the middle. Then you set each one equal to 0, so it's going to be minus 5 and plus 3. Now, I know a lot of people aren't comfortable with factoring. They want to just do the quadratic form. Did you understand the last step? Let me make sure. Hold on one second. So you set each one equal to 0. And then you bounce it over, bounce it. So it ends up switching signs, right? Minus 5 plus 3. That's the quick way. But if you're not totally comfortable with that, you can just do the quadratic formula. So I'll do that. So here we go. So negative b plus or minus. I'm just redoing it. I'm going to get the same two answers. I'm going to get negative 5 positive 3. B squared minus 4ac all over 2. I'm going to show both ways. I know most people prefer the quad. So we'll go, okay, I'll do the quad. So, say boom, boom. So here we go. This is A is 1, back up to here. B is 2, C is negative 15. So negative b, negative 2 plus or minus square root of b squared, 2 squared minus 4ac. It's negative 15 there. That's getting kind of scribbly. Negative 15 all over 2a. So what is that? That is why I do factoring. It's quicker if you know it. So negative 2 plus or minus is going to be 4 plus 60, right? Because negative 4 times negative 2 negatives multiplied by positive over 2. All right, I'm going to just cut to it here. This is negative 2 plus or minus square root of 64 over 2 squared. 64 is 8. So then it's minus 2 plus 8 over 2, or minus 2 minus 8 over 2, which is 6 over 2. 3, like we said right there, and minus 10 over 2, negative 5, like we said right there. So same two answers, however you do it by factoring or quadratic formula, positive 3 and negative 5. So those are the 2 points of intersection. So this one must be down here at negative 5, and this one must be up at positive 3. So we're integrating from negative 5 on the bottom to positive 3 on the top of that function dy. And that's exactly what they got. Negative 5 to positive 3. There's the function. They just switch the order a little bit, but the signs are the same. And so there we go.